my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So just wanted to do a very important video for you all today. I know it's going to sound cliche. It's going to sound like, oh no, not one of those videos where people are just talking about you mean so much and just you're so important. And you may feel like the world around you is crumbling. You may feel like, you know, why am I important? What's my reason for being here? But I want to tell you, you do have a reason, no matter what you're going through. No matter how gray your sky is right now, no matter how black of a space you may feel like you're in, you're always going to come out to the sunshine. Nobody's life is just 100% sunshine, 100% rain. You're going to go through the rain because guess what? The rain grows you. And when you have rain in your life, that means the blessing is going to be big that's coming. And I know that does not sound good or it doesn't sound convincing when you're the person who's actually in the storm. It doesn't feel good to talk about how you are just as important as the person who's skipping in sunshine. You know, it doesn't feel good because you feel like you're not being heard. You feel like you're not being understood. You feel like you're the only person under this pressure. But I come to tell you that you're not. Unfortunately, you're not. But a good thing, you're not. So with that being said, all of us have experienced highs and lows in life. We've experienced thunderstorms, rain, sprinkles, sunshine, rainbows, unicorns. We've all gone through it. The longer you live, the longer you're going to see and the more experiences you're going to have in each category. So you need to relax, and I understand that your season may be hard right now. It may feel like it is the absolute end of the world. I get it. I understand it from, you know, going through breakups, going through divorces, going through, you know, sick kids, going through sick parents, going through losing people. I understand, you know, it's not easy. And I'm not telling you to just wipe it off your back like, oh, well, it was nothing for me. I'm good. I'm not saying to pretend. I'm just saying that it's so important that you know that you are important to this world. You add value to this world. You are the salt of this world, and every little bit counts. Have you ever under-seasoned meat before? Have you ever had someone's food who was under-seasoned? It isn't as pleasing as when you have a well-seasoned piece of meat, right? Well, if you take your salt away, the world is left under-seasoned. And even though it doesn't feel like you mean anything, because right now you may be like, I don't have this, I don't have that, I'm broken, I just feel like giving up, there's nothing, I don't feel like there's anything that I can add to this world right now because I am so hurt. But as I said before, our lives is not our own lives. And it's not even on the spiritual side. I mean, that, yes, if our lives belong to God, if that's what you believe, but our lives also are, we're all role models for somebody else, older, younger, and in between. We all, the way we show up in the world, our experiences, we're able to help somebody else. I know you've been through some things before that you felt was horrible, and then you tell someone, they're like, oh my God, I've been through that too. And maybe they didn't know how to get through it, and then you give them some advice on how you got through it, and then there you go. Your experiences, good or bad, has helped somebody else. So don't get to the point where you just feel like giving up. I hear a lot of people talk about that. A lot of people say like they just don't feel like, you know, they don't feel like they belong here. They don't feel like, you know, there's a purpose for them, but there is a purpose. There's a purpose for us all. And like I said, we all are going to go through highs and lows. Do not let the lows take you out. And if you're having suicidal thoughts, if you're having thoughts of harming someone else, please seek help. Get counseling. Talk to somebody, because like I said, you never know no one's life experiences until you just speak. There's so many times I spoke to someone, you know, if I'm going through something, I just speak to them like, oh, this is what I'm going through, this is what's hurting me, and they've been able to offer me advice, and it's actually helped me a lot. And if it wasn't me physically talking to other people, it's me talking to God, But if you don't believe in that, whatever your higher power is, you just sitting with yourself, getting deep into what you're feeling and allowing yourself to feel and really pull through it. You know, day by day, you don't have to go through pain or go through losing something and then wake up the next day with a smile on your face and all excited like everything's all awesome. You don't have to do that. But day by day, just take a little bit at a time. Work on it a little bit at a time, and it gets easier as the days goes on. And I know that sucks to hear me say that, because I hate when people tell me that too. Like, it'll get easier with time, because you just like, when is that time coming? That's all you want to know. You don't care about, oh, what time it get easier. Well, when? You know, because with time it could be 5 years from now. Like, when is it going to get better? You know, you start to feel that way. But I'm here to encourage you to just please, you know, don't give up on yourself. Don't just throw away your life. Even if you're not having suicidal thoughts, which Lord forbid you are, I hope that you're not. Even if you're not, don't just, just exist. Still get up with knowing that you have a purpose. Get up, living life every day the best that you can, at your highest vibration that you can. And stop paying attention to everything else, everyone else around you, trying to get on their level, because where they're at, they may be in a space where they're in a gray area, or they're in a light area, and they're not doing as bad as you are. Or maybe, they're just choosing to put on a facade, and they're not wanting to deal with the pain or deal with whatever they're going through. So they put on a facade, and then at home they're breaking. So don't ever compare yourself to somebody else just because of what they look like. Looks are very deceiving. But you just need to get up every day. I don't care how hard it is, just get up and just smile. If you're in a state where you're feeling depressed, or you're feeling real lonely or real broken, get up and just, even if you make it to the bathroom and you wash your body, you wash your face, you brush your teeth, I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you, because I know when you're in those dark times, it's heavy. And all you want to do is stay in that bed. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to get up. You don't want to brush your teeth. You don't want to go to the bathroom. You don't want to do anything. You just want the whole world to shut down. You just want your life as you know it to be over. And, we can't, that's not living. Because if you've gone through something, no matter what it is, even if you just failed a class that you really needed to graduate college, and you're really having a hard time, getting through that and acknowledging that you're going to be okay. I don't care how big or small the situation is. Your pain is your pain. And I get it. I understand it. And so if you're going through some pain like that, anything, this is not Mika just saying, if you're going through a divorce, or if you're going through a loss of a family member or something, that's the only time you should be hurting. No, anything. If you're just at a space where you're just like, God, I just don't know. I don't know anymore. Like, I feel like my life is on repeat. I just don't feel happy. I just don't know. I mean, I have great things going for myself, but I don't feel happy. Even if you feel like that, pull yourself up. Keep pulling on yourself. Figure out what it is in you that's making you feel that way. And that's not a bad thing, because I get those days too. It may not look like it, but I get those days too. I get those days where I don't even know what's wrong. I just wake up and just start crying. And then it's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know why I'm sad. And it's not even that I'd be necessarily sad. It's just sometimes you just have to let out a good cry. Sometimes I really do feel like crying is very beneficial and nurturing to your soul, because after that, then I was like, I'm feeling great again, but sometimes I think that we just harbor so much inner feelings, true feelings deep inside of ourselves, where we just continue to try to get through life and just exist and just pretend like we're okay, and we're really not. We're not expressing ourselves. We're not allowing ourselves to feel whatever we're feeling. We're not allowing ourselves to go through the motion. We just want to feel good. We just want that happy feeling all the time, right? But that's not realistic. If you're having a bad day, it's okay to say, I'm having a bad day, but I know what I need to do to get past this. I just want to be alone today, because I just feel like I'm not my complete self. So let me just be alone. Let me not try to hang out with friends. Let me not try to do anything extra today. Let me just let my body heal. Let my body just relax. And let me sit with myself and stop torturing yourself. People out there trying to exercise and lose weight and diet and all that stuff. I get that. But if you're having a day where you're just like, I just want to just be lazy and just have me some snacks and watch me some movies, allow yourself that. Stop telling yourself, no, you can't. Because then you're going to slip into a depressive state because you're unhappy and you're neglecting yourself. You're neglecting your own inner child. You're neglecting your own self. Like, be human. What's wrong with you? Like, stop it. Oh, I can't do that. I can't eat this. I can't talk like this. I can't watch that. I can't. Stop depriving yourself of everything because you're going to lose your mind. I'm telling you. Now, if it's something real ridiculous, okay. But just once in a while, if you want to have yourself a small bag of chips and you're like, I'm on a diet, I don't really want to eat unhealthy, allow yourself a small bag of chips. It's not going to kill you. So, like, we just have to really, really focus in on how important we are. So know that, you have to do the work. You may not want to, but you have to. You have to do the work because you are important. You are needed. You are so needed in this world. And even if it does not look like it, does not seem like it, your testimony is what's going to help somebody else to stay in this world, until their time. Because a lot of people are here committing suicide, or they're taking the lives of their own children because they're so stressed out. They think that that's what it is, or they're taking lives of their loved ones and husbands and wives and all that crazy things because they just don't know. They're just so angry. They don't know what to feel. They just feel like, this is my problem, let me get rid of it. But if you can just say, like, I've been here before, I've felt like this before, and just be honest. Stop lying to folks. Be honest. This is how I feel. Yeah, I've had thoughts like this before. But this is what I did when I had those thoughts. And prayer is wonderful, but don't just tell people, go pray about it, because some people don't know how to pray. Some people don't have a relationship with God. Some people don't believe in what you believe in. So just stop saying, oh, just pray about it. Then what? Because people don't know. If you don't have a relationship with God, or if you're not there in that space yet where you feel confident and comfortable with talking to God and hearing back from God, then yeah, God could be hearing you, he could be answering you, but if you don't know how to get those answers, it means you're no good. So stop just telling people that. Offer them real advice. Yes, I prayed about it, but I also went through counseling. I went through therapy. Yes, I prayed about it, but I also pushed myself to get out the house more and make friends. And I pushed myself to be a better version of myself as well. Something has to go along with prayer. You have to act on what you're praying for in order to get it. You can't just say, God, this is what I want, and just sit still and just be blah all your life, and then everything's going to flow to you. No, you pray about it, you put it out in the atmosphere, and God's going to hear you. And if it's meant for you, he will bless you with it, but he's going to also require for you to put in the work to show that you truly want it. So don't just tell people, go pray about it, you'll be fine. Stop telling people that. Prayer is beautiful. It is. But that's the first step. But then how do you follow up with that? Keep people encouraged, and you be encouraged, because we all have a purpose in this world, and I just don't want anybody to feel less. And I don't care if you live in the ghetto and you see all your friends are living in middle class or upper class. I don't care. You are just as important as they are. You take everything, you strip all of us naked, you take away all the things that we have materially, and guess what? We're all just humans. So you're just as important. Stop letting the world tell you that you're not important because you're not married, you don't have kids, you don't have a good paying job, you don't live in the nicest of nice apartment or house, you don't have the nicest car, you don't have the best job, you don't have whatever. Because it's not true. It's not true. You are so important. Like I said, if you're having any suicidal thoughts, any thoughts of harming yourself, any thoughts of giving up, any thoughts of just that you don't matter, believing that you don't matter, please, like I've done before too, seek counseling, go through counseling. A lot of times our jobs offer us a certain amount of free counseling sessions a year. Take advantage of it. You'll be amazed at how much better you feel when you do allow yourself to get the help, the extra help that you need. And when you're just talking to somebody who's unbiased, they don't know nothing about you, you don't know nothing about them, you just talk to them, get it out, and you'll be amazed. It may take you 1 or 2 sessions before you'll just start feeling lighter. You don't have to go telling your friends. Like, I know a lot of times you be embarrassed. You're like, I don't want to share that with my friends. Like, I don't want to talk about that. And I get that. I've been there too. That's why it's good to go to counseling for somebody who does not know you. They can't go telling all your other friends about your business. It's just you and that counselor. Y'all thugging it out, like they like to say. Y'all talking about it, and then you start your healing process. But don't ever think that you're not important, because you are. You are the only you in this world. Nobody's like you. Nobody has your fingerprints. Nobody looks exactly like you. Nobody is you. Nobody has the same mind as you. We're all different in some type of way. So please know that you are important. We need you in this world. It's a crazy world, but we need you. You have something to offer. If you woke up today, you have purpose, and you're needed. You're necessary. We need you. So y'all, let me know what you think in the comment box below. Let me know if you've experienced these times, because I know I have. Share your testimonies. We'll keep the conversation going. Please, as I always ask, please, please, please be respectful, be polite, and be kind, because someone is reading your messages, including myself, and we don't want to lower nobody's vibrations. We want to make sure we uplift spirits and we are encouraging to one another. So let me know what you think. Share some testimonies, share some advice on how you made it through hard times, and we will keep the conversation going, and we will talk next time. Bye.